Right, let's have a look at the team that Jan Molby has picked for tomorrow's trip to Chelsea. And as you'd expect for such a big game, no real surprises in there.
I don't think so, no. I think Klopp is more or less going to go with what he knows. And also because of the improvement in the way that Chelsea wants to play and a lot more intricate passing through the midfield. I think that the three, Milner, Henderson, Wijnaldum, know what it takes to stop even the best. So the only other one would be Van Dijk, who's obviously got a little bit of a problem. But I think that this game is so big, I would be amazed if he's not past fit.
What are the key battle areas tomorrow in this game?
The key battle area is the midfield, because that's how they want to play now, isn't it? You played Chelsea in the past, and they're quite happy to bypass the midfield and go long and go up to the front man and fight for second balls. But now they want to play through midfield, which is a real change. So the midfield is going to be extremely important. But when we played against teams who play in that manner, i.e. Manchester City or even Arsenal, we've been very successful. So I can't see why we shouldn't be able to get it right. It won't be players of the same quality as the other night. It'll be an upgrade with the likes of Jorginho and N'Golo Kante starting the game. But I still think that if there's one thing we know how to do, is to stop a passing team.
Yeah, because naturally, since Wednesday, of course, a lot of the focus has been on how to stop Eden Hazard, but Chelsea so much this season has gone through Jorginho in that midfield.
Yeah, the thing is that if you don't allow them to play through midfield, I can't see how they're going to get Hazard into the game, because they won't change the way they want to play. As I said before, 3 or 4 years ago they went, OK, we can't play through midfield, we'll just play it up to the big man up front and we'll play off him. They won't do that. They'll persist on trying to play through midfield. So it's going to be very important that we're at our absolute best and our most energetic.
When we talk about attacking, we obviously focus on the great players in that final third area of the pitch, but how important are both sets of full-backs tomorrow, because both teams put huge emphasis on their right and left backs flying forward?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, when Chelsea have the ball, when we have the ball, you're going to see both sets of full-backs in the opposition half, ready, give them width and go forward and create chances. It's going to be really interesting. I mean, they've got two very good attacking full-backs. I'm not convinced they're defensively as strong as ours are.
And it's interesting, we talk about little head-to-heads all over the pitch, whether it's Hazard against Salah, whatever. But the two goalkeepers is an interesting one, isn't it? Alisson became the most interesting keeper in the world the most expensive one for about 2 weeks, and then Kepa. It's a big game for Kepa tomorrow.
Absolutely. I mean, people are still unsure. Which is only natural, isn't it? We haven't seen an awful lot of him, and he's only young, and he looks a bit like David De Gea did when he came over. He still looks like he's going to fill out and maybe grow a little, but there's no doubt that technically he's a very good goalkeeper, but I'd like to see him tested. We saw Liverpool work a bit of a good trick in that game away at Tottenham in terms of putting pressure on the goalkeeper from set pieces. It's where the Wijnaldum opener came from. Do you think they might try something a little bit similar tomorrow against Kepa? Yeah, I think so, and especially if Van Dijk plays. You put Van Dijk in that 6-yard box, he doesn't have to do a great deal other than just be there, and he worries the opposition. So yeah, I would put 5 men in the penalty box, even in the 6-yard box, in and around the goalkeeper, and see what he's got. One of the questions we love asking around games like this, Jan, is statements. Does it make a big statement if Liverpool go to the Bridge? They've already gone to Wembley and won. Is this a bigger statement if they go to Chelsea and then there and beaten start to the season? I don't know. I think generally the world has realised that this is a really good team, and I don't think there's any result in the football in Canada that could shock the world with Liverpool. Even if they won 3-0, Chelsea, people go, yeah, I can see that happening. So I think it's more important sometimes for the players to get another win in a big away game. So as I said before, I think a lot of people already realise this is a special Liverpool team. But I think if we were to win, I think it'd do more for players than maybe it would do for fans, because I think the fans have already switched on to this might just be our best chance ever of getting that elusive Premier League title. And not to look too far into the future, but would it also be significant at least to go into that Manchester City game which follows it ahead of them in the table? Yeah, but see what's happening, we lost on Wednesday, so a little bit of doubt creeps in for this game, doesn't it? So if you could win at Stamford Bridge, then you would have no doubt going into the Manchester City game the following week. I know we've got to play Napoli in between here, but that's almost like a separate thing, isn't it? So you don't want doubt to creep into any pre-match preparations. Yeah, and thank you very much indeed. As ever, we welcome your comments on what Liverpool team might be chosen tomorrow, and we will find out from 5:30. It's set to be an absolute cracker at Stamford Bridge on Saturday evening. Bye for now.